Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful. Oh, I have a hairpin here. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And this is a Sunday afternoon. I just came back from swim and sitting there, browse internet, which has no life, and a little bit bored, or actually quite a big time bored. Yeah, so going to big cities, going to San Francisco, going to Los Angeles, big places, is exciting, and coming back to ordinary life start to feel a little bit boring and not fun enough. So just want to share with you these thoughts. The normality of life, the tediousness of life, and the small daily things, small things of life. It's not inspiring, it's not motivating, it's very much demotivational, which is my typical style. and yeah, that's discouraging, maybe not so discouraging. Just accept life as it is. So I am relatively bored these couple of days. Not this couple of days, this moment. This moment I am quite bored. So I was thinking maybe do makeup and share some of my negativity. And yeah, do a makeup can bring me to a better sense of readiness. So recently I was I bump into an audiobook. I do not know the English name, I do not know the Japanese name, I only know the Chinese name, 人间值得. And also, I do not know the author's name, but what she said is quite interesting and very, very calming and soothing. She's a Japanese psychologist, 精神病院 mental health. She worked in the mental health. It's a psychiatrist or support or nurse or anyway. So work with people with mental health issues. And she worked until 90 years old, something, and goes to work every day. And she wrote a book about life. One thing is really very, very touching to my heart is her attitude towards life. She's not passionate about life. She's not passionate about her job. And people ask you work until 90 years old, you must be very love your job and passionate about it. She's not. It's just a job. And she just keep on doing these things. It becomes a routine, and she's living a life without much ambition. And she has seen a lot of people who is quite successful but having a lot of trouble. People who is very successful, who has a lot of money, has a lot of responsibility, but they are not any happier than people who has less. For example, there was one young lady, very successful career woman. One of her patients or something tell her their life story, her life story. This successful, good-looking, smart, handsome, wise and sharp young executive woman. Because she's so outstanding, she got a lot of jealousies. So she could not live a happy life. It just drained her down. And then there are some other successful people, rich people. Then people come to ask for money, and some big company boss. The company is making a good, successful business, make money, but the boss is not happy because every day he's under pressure to produce more, which is so very interesting. Should I say interesting? So true. A lot of time we look at others and see their bright, shining appearance. The truth is that everyone is actually the same. The more money, the more success you have, the more pressure you have, the more stress you'll have, the more responsibility you have. So it's all fair. It's all fair. It actually echoes, her thought echoes very much with my recent thoughts. My very recent, I think I just suddenly become kind of enlightened these couple of months, starting from this couple of months. And I'm looking back. What is the reason that I become suddenly so happy, so enlightened? There are some incidents, some triggers to change my life and make me rethink, or make me do whatever, encourage me or do whatever I like. So the first thing, the very, very first thing that suddenly changed my life, or a suddenly brighten up moment, is the TV documentary, is the documentary of Hello Dear Friends. There are two film students. They want to make a documentary movie, and one of their friends said, why not making Haiying? So Zoe has listened to my video and said, maybe we can make a documentary of young Haiying. And then the two students, Nicholas and Johannes, they came to my place and did the documentary during a weekend, 3 days time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We spent 2 or 3 days together. It was eye-opening. It was uplifting. So good. I finished it to the end. Make me so happy. Proud. Badge of honor. So I have never been treated, I mean, been treated by someone that is outside of family, outside of, yeah, I have been. People are always kind. But being treated with such level of attention, such level of importance, really touched my heart. So they are movie students. So they have the best equipment, the most heavy equipment, the gimbal that you hold on your shoulder, that kind of gimbal, and the big camera and full set recording equipment, sounding equipment, all these things. And there is no choreography, there is nothing. I just live my life. I need to ship some orders, so they came to my home to record shipping order, baking cookie, just a everyday life. And we went to shopping mall together, and in the shopping mall, by chance, we bumped into a dear friend who watched my video. It was a touching moment. But anyway, all together, all these, that I got treated. I got people paying attention to me. And with a camera crew around you, a big entourage, c'était superbe. That feeling is so good. So they changed my life. They touched my heart. They encouraged me. They uplifted me. So that's one thing. And then it just made me feel so encouraged. I feel so good. I am an ignored person, that nobody knows my existence. But they make me to understand that I am not an ignored person. And people do listen to me. And then we did a premiere, and it just so, fill my heart with goodness. That's it. And then my sister came. And my sister was very good at painting watercolor. And she came to see her family. Kind of not many things to do. She used to be full-time working very hard, and now retired. Does not have that much responsibility, a little bit lost, I feel, so she talks a lot. And then I show her my painting and encouraged her to start painting again. Then she painted something, and it was beautiful. And also, when she came here, we lived together, we chat together, and I took her to different places because she was not driving. Stay at home only will be quite boring. So I took her here and there, and she said, "You live a good life. Your happy spirit makes your life good and makes your family. Every time when you come back home, the family become lively." And I know that. Every time I go home, I make trouble, I do cooking, I make noise, I mess around. My family, a quiet family, becomes a bubbling, moving around family. So that was very encouraging. Also, I got her encouragement. And the most rewarding thing is that I got her started painting. And once she started painting, she had less attention to her daughter, to other people. So she will not bother other people, or other people not bothered by her, because she is a fool. She is very busy herself. You get that feeling, right? When you are full, you just radiate good energy, and you are just happy. It's nothing. It's just good, just good, just good. You know it. And then I was thinking, I want to see her. I want to see a different place. She lived in Los Angeles for this time, so I can go to Los Angeles. So I drove there. When we go there, the first time, my son drove and we alternate. And we made it. And when my son was halfway, met his friend, I drove back by myself. All is good. It's so encouraging. I can drive in the night. I can, and then the engine oil is gone, and I can buy an engine oil. You know, at home I am such a no experience person. I never take care of anything. When my family goes out, my husband drive. I just sleep all the way until arriving Lake Tahoe. I open up my eyes. Until arriving someplace, I open up my eyes. And this time, I can do it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So on the way back home, so I met some friends and had great fun there. As I went to Getty Museum, I met one lady, and then Kara. And then I want to do a video of her to tell the story, but we didn't make it that time. So I want to see her, to show her real face. I like live stream. If there is a chance, I would prefer to do live instead of Zoom. For people from France, from Europe, from another state, of course, that is not possible. We do Zoom. But I want to do as much as possible live. So I decided to drive back again. So I drove back and I met 6 people. 2 days, 6 people. It's fantastic. And I can live independently. I get this feeling. I got the feeling I can live independently. And just before I go to Los Angeles the second time, I got a ticket for the museum, Art Bash, and then I went to dance. I dance as if everybody is watching me, because I am important. So I danced as if I am dancing, not as if I dance. Just do not need to care about. You do not need to think about others, because men has their boyfriend, men have their girlfriends or maybe boyfriend. Women have their boyfriend or maybe girlfriend or wife or husband, or everyone is occupied. Nobody pay attention to me. Nobody look at me. So I was just dancing. I am having my time. That is also very encouraging. And this time goes to Los Angeles. I met people that I would never have thought to hear those stories. Each one is an individual that I could never think about those stories. Even if I try my wildest guess to make up, I cannot make those stories. They are so lively, real people, and just so interesting. So I came back and I get bored because going out to see new shop, to see new people, to see new place, new museum, that's fascinating. And come back home, cramped in the small room, paradise backyard. My husband did everything, and I was kind of bored. Yesterday I went to the neighborhood downtown. I asked, I am going out right now. My son is my advisor. I said, okay, I want to go out to eat. Surprise me with a restaurant. And then he can find a restaurant. Young people are so much more à la mode than us. So we found a restaurant. You will see a restaurant review very soon. I already did it. And then he mentioned a name of the town. You go to downtown Saratoga. Are you going to mountain or ocean? I said, I want to go to downtown. So Saratoga. And then I went to Saratoga. And then I was just walking on the street and found an art gallery. And they are having an art gallery show. And I was watching, and people are very nice approaching to me. Then I said, can I do a video of you? And they allow me to do a video. And then we start to talk, and beautiful sunshine, beautiful little downtown, beautiful art gallery, talented artists, and unique, fantastic, authentic artwork. Everyday life is actually fun. When we open up our eyes, everyday life is fun. So come back to the original book. We were talking about the book. The book is about this 90 years old lady keep on working. And people ask, do you love job? You must be loving your job, so you come to work every day. She said, no, I do not have a particular passion. It's just a job, and it keeps me, it's just a job. I do not love it. I do not overdo it. I finish my job and then say bye-bye to it. Next day I go to my job. I do not hate the job. I do not dislike the job. I do not particularly love the job. It's just a job. It pays my bill. So eye-opening. Because from my education, from my parents, and from even right now, I say, you have to be passionate about what you do, passionate about your job, passionate about your life. It is good, but there is something everyday life. It's just a life. You live today smoothly, comfortably. That is good enough. You do not need to work over hard. In the night, your brain is not working well, or you sink into a certain tunnel, a black tunnel. Go to sleep. Live naturally. That's it. You are in good shape or not in good shape. If every day you have a standard comfort of doing things, you become the one you are. Do I make sense? Our body is the accumulation of every day we put into our body and get out of our body. The exercise, the brain activity, the movement, the food we eat. There is no one particular meal can cure us. There is not one particular meal can make us good, make us magic. It's the accumulation of every day. I come to this world to live an ordinary life. I do not have a mission. There are people who have a mission, who want to change the world, who want to make the system, change the system, who want to build up something new. I respect, but I start to realize I do not have a mission of great, glamorous goal. I have food, I have roof, and I can do whatever I want to do, and I can not to do things I do not want to do. And that is good enough. Don't you think so? I do not have ambition. And maybe because I am old, 61 years old, I say I do not have ambition. But is that good enough to tell young people not to have too much ambition? The truth is that life is accumulation of every day, drip, drop, these little things, comes to the stage that you can accept yourself. There are people who do not go to work, but still they are living their life. There are people who makes very few money, but still they can eat happily, can live happily, can smile brightly. We are very lucky. We are in a society, or we are in a time era, in a time and space that we do not need to worry about starving to death. Majority of us will be worrying about too stuffed to death, the truth is. I think we are lucky enough that we... Oh, I'm sorry. The video stopped. I just realized the video stopped because I am running out of memory, must be. So it must be not important. We are lucky that we can live just an ordinary life. It must be supposed to be. If the cell phone starts to stop, it means I should stop. Okay, I listen to you. I am stopping. Bye-bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do. Cuckoo, bye-bye. Let me see if I have something to... I everything soft.